Hello, this is Rodrigo Flamenco, and this is the Ask Frame Freak show. And this is the episode number 4. And the question that we have today, what advantages does having your own website and not a Behance profile has, or any other platform? What are the advantages of having your own personal branding website? So, the advantages, I think, is that you can control that. So, for example, you can control the design and you can test a lot of things. But if you are not much into growth hacker marketing and if you don't know about the technical things behind the website, then this is going to be really hard because it's going to take you a lot of time to learn. And even a longer time to actually do the test and learn from this test. And the thing is that if you don't have like a lot of visitors, then those tests are not going to be able to give you like incredible results. On the other hand, you can put like forms, email capture, that you can do something for free for the people to give. Let's say if you're a professional giving your services, then maybe you can do something for free for the possible clients, and you can offer this in your website and capture their email and put them in an email list so that can be automated and give value to this client until he's willing to buy from you. But all that being said, if you're not an executor and if you're not really deep into like going into sales and going into getting your own clients and getting your own projects, then the website is not going to do anything, and even Behance for that matter, or any other profile. The thing is that you have to be willing to put the work. And this is something that is easily said and done, and in some ways it's easier, in some ways it's hard. For example, logistically speaking, like practically speaking, it is really easy, like to go and look for clients and contacting them. And I have friends who have cold called 500 people in 1 week to get their first clients. And so yeah, it's pretty much a matter of just sitting down, grabbing your phone, putting in the email, and start contacting a lot of people. But here it is. For some people, especially if you're shy or if you're an introvert who hasn't developed that strength yet, that is going to be emotionally really hard for you. It's going to be emotionally hard to go into knocking into somebody else's door and trying to sell your services if you don't have any experience of selling yourself before. That is going to take a huge toll in your emotions. And now let's be honest, like being an introvert is not an excuse to do things. I'm naturally like really introvert. I spent most of my time like being the guy away from all the groups, and I was the guy who was sitting alone during lunch in school, and pretty much I didn't knew how to socialize. And this is a skill that I took. I read a lot. I still do watch a lot of videos from people who specialize into social dynamics and things like that. I do learn a lot from that. And pretty much I had taken everything that I learned through books like How to Win Friends and Influence People, and Influence from Robert Cialdini, and The 48 Laws of Power of Robert Greene, and The Game, and the many other books. And I took all these and pretty much put it and started testing these things. And for like 2 years, it was like weird as fuck. Me trying to do a lot of experiments until I finally like discovered my own strengths and put it into like a framework that works for me. Like a lot of my social interactions are based like in a framework that I learned and that I now do like automatically because of the practice that I put. But it's not that something that came naturally for me. Even the questions that I do in the interview, I have learned from other people who are like the greatest people at interviewing other people. So I just went taking the best from everybody that I knew and was putting it into my own strengths. So if you're an introvert, that is not an excuse. Like you can always surpass your identity, transcend your identity, but it's not going to be easy. So, for example, let's take Frame Freak Studio. We started with Tempus Rip in November 2014. And we went to contact Fred Siebert in about February, something like that, in 2015. And from that, as we started like contacting all these guys. And through all the whole year, we didn't have a name, we didn't have a website, we didn't have anything. It was just an email and Google Hangouts, and that's it. That was pretty much it. We had like the fan page of Tempus Rip, which didn't have many fans. And there was a moment by the end, like by November 2015, like exactly 1 year after that, where we got into an agent and they told us, okay, like we want to work with you, but we cannot do it if you don't have a corporate image. And that's when we came up with the name of Frame Freak Studio. That's when we started like doing the logo and all the things. And obviously like having a website with all these, showing all these guys that we already done the interview with, help us to get Tom Moore, help us to get a lot of people. And when they see the website and they see all the people that we interview, it's like, oh wow, like this is amazing, like how much work you have put into this. And it definitely helps, like having our now professionally designed website definitely helps. But without the execution that we took for a whole year, contacting the people, doing the work, doing the food, contacting one-on-one, without all that, the website wouldn't help us one bit. So that is something that you have to take really into consideration. Like the tools, like the tactics will not help you out if you don't have the principle, if you are not taking action, if you are not putting yourself out there. So yes, having your personal website will help you get more sales and better results if you are an executor. If you are already doing the hard work and the important work at it, because it's not just hard work like crazy, like many people do a lot of hard work and don't get any result. Like it's like really finding out what you have to do and then put it all your strength into doing it, and then all these tools and tactics and technology will help you out with it. I hope that solves that question. If you want to ask any other question, just go to Twitter, use the hashtag AskFrameFreak, and if you have liked this video and if you have found any use to this advice, please hit the subscribe button and click on the like button on their fan page. See you next time.